Hi everyone, welcome back. Lastly we learned about RTrees, we compared it and also we checked how to initialize it and we tried with our example. In this video we are gonna check these three parameters. Actually we can check one more, which is get variable importance. Also we can check yeah, basically we are gonna check these three, and let's switch to code part directly. And this was the code from the previous video, and what we were doing is just we were getting our circular data and we are just initializing the RTrees and we are training according to the input data, and it's giving us the output inside this one, of course, and it's according to that predicting our all of pixels in the 500 to 500 image. And also we were again putting to the training data, and at the end we were seeing what was the boundaries and how it looks like. So let's run again before continue. So it was looking like this, and now we are gonna check through the parameters. For example, the first one is about the RTrees. Let's see the first one. So active variable count, which is related to the okay. So first of all, let's check the default one. Okay, since our classes only 2, it's not gonna affect much, but yeah, in here default is 0. If it is 0, it's directly generalizing and giving you the proper data. But if you have more than 2 classes, for example, let's say 10 or 100, you can change this value. In our example, it's not gonna make a difference because our classes number now not really high, so I don't think it's gonna give a change. Yeah, it's just a bit cutting from the above side, I think. Yeah, let's try to make it 1000. Yeah, because in above there are some empty parts, so I think it's trying to fit more better. Yeah, anyway, so this variable count is good if you are dealing more than 2 classes. You can adapt it accordingly, but most of the cases 0, which is the default one, is gonna be good. And the next one is the get calculate variable importance. So this is giving the training data result, which data is more important at the end of the result. What I mean by checking, we can see also that one. This is, I think, defaultly false. Let's see. Yeah, defaultly false, and making this true, which is 1, is not gonna change anything. I will talk why. Let's make it 1 first of all. It's not gonna change because this is kind of only a data which is giving an extra information at the output if you want to use. What I mean is, by the way, this is also, if you are making this 1, this is gonna increase the training time, since we do not notice in here, but about a millisecond, about some kind of millisecond is gonna be slower than the false version, so just keep in mind. But in the testing part, it's not gonna affect the speed. So this is giving a result at the end of the training. For example, if you put a cout again, that get variable importance, this is returning a math type which is including the class importances at the end of the training data, because this is also kind of related to the input data you are giving. So if one class is dominating to the others, then you will see the result. This is this importance of this class is bigger than the others. You can check the result. Anyway, now maybe size we can check first of all. So now we are giving as 1, and we have 2 classes. You see 2 element array we have here, and yeah, because we set the calculate variable importance as true. If we make it false again, now we will see 0, so there is nothing, so it's not trained. So also we can see the result, at least for our data, and you see there the summation of this equal to 1, because you can think here as like percentage. So Here we see the zeroth, I think the outer one is the dominating to the inner one. So because they are the number of they are bigger, or they are spreading to the around more. So here you can at least understand which about the justice, so according to what is trained well. So yeah. And other one is about the term criteria. This is just deciding the training. Also we can check term criteria. We also check these things in other classes, similar things. So this one, okay, this one, criteria can be one of count and max iteration. The iteration finishes, it finishes, or you can specifically give the counter iteration, so it can finish in that moment your training. So I think this is set as maximum iteration. We can see that. Let's run again. What is happening? Okay, type maybe. Yeah, I just need type. Why it cannot? Why am I doing something wrong? Get term criteria. Okay, it's returning term criteria. Then you need to give that to me. And why you don't give get term criteria? Is that something? Okay, this is a class and type. Okay, at least give me the type. Why you don't give it to me? Okay. Called object int is not a function or function pointer. So you want like this. Oops. Dot. You don't give anything. Is valid. You give it is valid, but why you don't give me the type? Max count. Can I see that? Okay. So it's cause of, I think, yeah, type. So I can see like that. Sorry. So the type is 3, which is the type is 3, but okay, this is 2. Then is this where is the type here? I'm a bit confused here. So it says 3, but there is no 3 here. So term criteria, this one. So count max iteration, the value is 1. This is 2. So 3 representing epsilon. I'm not sure. The desired accuracy. Okay. Anyway, so this term criteria, I thought the default is max iteration, but looks like epsilon, but I'm still not sure because this is a bit weird to me. It says 3 here. Yeah, but I'm a bit confused here. If you understood it, just write to the comments so we can check together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.